The photo was taken in one of the most haunted hotels in America. At least, that's what people say. But what happened after Henry Yao captured this image is what truly terrified him, because only hours later, he became violently sick for no explainable reason. And when he finally looked back at the photo he had taken that night, he realized someone, or something, was standing on the staircase. The problem was, he swore nobody had been there. The Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado has terrified guests for over a century. Built in 1909 as a luxury mountain getaway for the wealthy, the massive hotel quickly became famous not only for its beauty, but for the strange things people experienced inside. Guests reported hearing children laughing in empty hallways, piano music playing from locked rooms, shadow figures watching people sleep, and footsteps echoing through corridors long after midnight when nobody else was awake. By the 1970s, the hotel had fallen into decline. That was until horror author Stephen King spent one night there during a snowstorm. The experience disturbed him so deeply that it inspired him to write The Shining. Since then, the Stanley Hotel has become one of the most famous haunted locations in America. And in April of 2016, a man named Henry Yao decided to see it for himself. Henry traveled from Texas for a last-minute getaway. He knew about the hotel's reputation, but like most people, he didn't completely believe the ghost stories. At least not yet. That evening, after dinner, Henry wandered through the hotel taking photos. The Stanley at night felt unnaturally quiet. The old wooden floors creaked beneath his feet. Long hallways stretched endlessly into darkness, and every room felt like someone had just left moments earlier. Eventually, Henry reached the hotel's grand staircase. Nobody seemed to be around. He waited several seconds for the area to clear completely, before lifting his camera and taking a single photograph. Then he walked away without thinking twice about it. But later that night, something changed. Back in his room, Henry suddenly became extremely ill. Not normal, sick. He described it as overwhelming chills washing through his body. His hands shook. His stomach twisted violently. And according to him, the feeling was so intense his friend suggested going to the emergency room. I felt really sick, Henry later said, like something was really wrong. But he refused medical help. The next morning, Henry finally started feeling better. Thinking the worst had passed, he began scrolling through the photos from the previous night during the drive home. Then he froze. One of the staircase photos looked wrong. Standing on the stairs appeared to be the faint figure of a young girl in white. Her form looked partially transparent, blurred, almost as if she was moving. Except Henry insisted there had been nobody there when he took the picture. No child, no woman, nobody. Just an empty staircase. At first he laughed it off. Then he uploaded the image online, joking that maybe he had photographed a ghost inside the Stanley Hotel. Within hours, the image exploded across the internet. Paranormal investigators began analyzing the photo. Some believed the figure was a child spirit. Others claimed there were actually two figures hidden in the image. And some paranormal experts suggested something even stranger. They believed Henry became sick because whatever appeared in the photograph used his energy to manifest itself, as if something inside the hotel briefly crossed into our world. Henry himself still doesn't know what to believe. Even now, years later, nobody has fully explained the image. Some people think it was simply a camera illusion. Others believe it captured something impossible. But if you ask the staff at the Stanley Hotel, most of them won't seem surprised at all, because according to them, the hotel has never truly been empty.